Hi, it's Richard Price from Digital 360 here, and I thought I'd do a video today showing you how the Zoho CRM integrates with Zoho Campaigns, a new application from Zoho. Okay, what is Zoho Campaigns? Zoho Campaigns is a direct email marketing system. It can be used to send out marketing material to your leads, to your current clients, to your suppliers, but it can also be used to send emails to clients for reports, for updates, and that kind of thing. One of the unique aspects of Zoho Campaigns is that it can track whether somebody has viewed the email, clicked attachments, whether the emails have bounced back, or they are unsent, or somebody has complained or unsubscribed from it, those kind of things. So you've got full email reporting on that. You can also see whether they've clicked on links that have embedded in that email, and you can track through Google Analytics and other analytic tools on how you have done with that campaign or with that email. You can also do drip marketing through the CRM system, through scheduling and that kind of thing. You can also create your emails using HTML format that gives you that professional looking graphic type email, as well as your plain text emails. So there's an editing tool that allows you to do that. So let's delve into it straight away. So the first thing I'd do is I'd go to the CRM system. Your CRM system is the best tool for segmenting your CRM database, whether it be leads or whether it be customer contacts. The reason being is it's got all the information in there, so you could segment it on any of those criteria. Here is one example that I'm going to do. I've selected an account, Digital 360. It's got 5 contacts. So I've just created, under the contacts module, a view, Digital 360. If you have a look at this, what it's got is it's got the criteria account name is Digital 360 Limited. And it spits out and shows 5 contacts. So that's all I need to do in the CRM system. Now I come over to Zoho Campaigns, and the first thing I do before I create an email is I create a mailing list. So I go into Contacts and I go into Sync Services. Now remember, you don't have to do this every time, because once you've created a mailing list, the system can be set up to automatically update that mailing list as, for example, if you're doing it to leads, you're going to have new leads come on board, and you're going to have leads that you convert to clients, so they'll drop off the list. So every time that you create an email or email campaign, you just simply update that list and you're ready to go. So that's excellent thing. You can actually schedule that update if you so wish. So what we'd do is we'd go in and we'd create a new sync. Okay, so I've created a number here. So if I have a look at this particular one here, it'll tell me what information there is. So if I go and edit the fetch details, as I said, we can schedule the updating of the information, or we can put a time limit on that. We can also tell it whether to delete those entries that have been deleted from the CRM system or converted into a different module. And then we can click import from CRM. Okay, so once that's done, it imports the data from the CRM through to campaigns. So once we've done that, then we can create the email. And it's just as simple as a 3-step process. You click on a campaign, you go Digital 360 test, you put in a subject, test, I put in my email address, and the sender email address and the reply email address need to be valid email addresses. And you can tick here if you want Google Analytics to track the clicks from a link in your email through to something like a page on your website or something like that. So you go next. Now you can either create from scratch using the HTML editor a template, or you can just use plain text, or you can use one of the templates already done. You can also import a file that you've created from something like Dreamweaver or Adobe InDesign. That's very, very useful. So I'm just going to go and pick one of the templates that I've already created and saved in my library. This is the great thing. You can actually have your own templates. So you can use some of the ones that they've created, but I'm going to use mine. So here's one I've created before, Digital 360. This is what the editor looks like. So you've got different components here. You can create tables and all that sort of stuff. And then you can create images and all that sort of stuff. And of course on the right hand side here is your tags for the different information that you may want to pull from the mailing list, from the CRM that you want to pop in to here. Okay, so once you've done that, I'm just going to use it as is. You go to the third stage, which is to select your mailing list. So I'm just going to select that mailing list, and I'm going to proceed. Well, I would normally do that, but I've already created a couple here. So what will happen is that initially when you save it, it will come up as draft. Then what you do is, this is very similar to other direct email marketing systems, cloud systems, in that the email gets quarantined and reviewed before going out. They get reviewed against the international anti-spamming rules. There are certain criteria around that. Okay, the primary one being that it's a legit list and everything like that. So there are a number of criteria that they look for within the email to make sure that it is transparent, who is sending it, who it's about, what it's about, etc. And it goes from there. So what would happen is you would normally click on send for review. It would be then sent through to Zoho campaigns team. They would review it. I found that it's actually quick to speed up the process, and it usually takes between a couple of minutes and maybe half an hour at the most. That if you actually send a test email, it sends a test of this email through to your account. It arrives virtually instantaneously. It'll show you both a text and an HTML version. And what you'll find is that shortly thereafter, if I go into my emails, I'll show you what I mean. You will get an email from the team saying it has been successfully reviewed and is now ready to be sent. Okay, and I can actually see my emails in here that I've got the different versions of that. So once you've got that, you're able to then send. So if I have a look at this one here, it was sent. It gives you all the information there. So if so once you've done that, you can send it either at that particular time immediately, or you can schedule it for sending at some other date or time, like after hours or something like that, where there's less traffic and so forth. It's less bother on the IT systems, and you won't cause any upsets with any ISPs, etc. So that's what we've done. That's what will happen. Now, the recipients will receive the emails, as you can see here on the recipient, so I can see the email there. But what happens in the CRM system? So let's have a look. I'm going to open up this contact here, and if I look down the bottom of the screen, I can see a section called campaigns, and what it's done is it's created a campaign for each one of these emails. Now I can see that the member status, that refers to this particular contact and what they've done with the emails. They've opened this email. Okay, that's great. So if I actually open this up, I can actually see all the people that it was sent to. I can see the member status. These were sent, but they haven't been opened. These ones have been opened, and if I hover over it, actually got that information in there. So that's extremely useful. Okay. And what you can also do is you can actually add people to this this campaign, which is also very useful. But also, if I have a look over here, I can actually see the exact detail and composition and what has happened. So I can see here, in fact, I can even click on it to see who have opened it, and when and so forth. You can also see all this sort of stuff like click activity. What have they clicked? Lists. Okay. The top 5. All those kind of things that you would expect in one of these systems, it has it here. Okay. So we've got it all, we've now been able to segment the data out of the CRM system, pull that in to a mailing list and campaigns, create an email, use that's an HTML format or plain text if you wish, and we've been able to send it in a safe and secure manner to protect your domain name. What we've also been able to do is we've been able to get a report on the activities of the recipient of those emails. Have they opened them? Have they deleted them, etc., etc. So you've got all that there. Also what you've got is in the CRM system, you can actually see the situation as well in that system as to what has been sent and what the status is, who has it been sent to. So you've got all that information there. So what is the conclusion? For the price of between about $5 and $25 US a month, and that covers up to about 2,500 contacts within your campaign's database. You can send unlimited emails from Zoho campaigns. You get the integration between Zoho CRM and Zoho campaigns as part of. You get the editing tool for creating the professional looking emails, and you get the reporting. So you get all this. So if you need a hand setting this up, or you've got any other questions, please feel free to contact us at Digital 360. My name is Richard Price. My email address is richard@digital360.co.nz. I hope you've found this useful and hope to hear from you soon.